It's a battle of the bigs. Who's better? What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? I'm here with another new video, and in today's video we have the battle of the bigs. Who's better? Now, I've done a few Nikola Jokic versus Joel Embiid videos, but today we're talking about who's the NBA MVP. Not who's the better player, but this season, who is the NBA MVP. They're both playing such great basketball, and we're finna get into it right now. Just want to just quickly let you guys know to subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment, just to help the algorithm out. I'm telling you, subscribe and drop content every day. Let's go ahead and get into this video though, because I'm not wasting no time. The battle of the bigs. Who's the better big? Who's the NBA MVP? Now, both of these guys are playing amazing basketball, but this man, Joel Embiid, is on a hot streak. 40 points, 50 points, 38 points, 36 points. He's just having good game after good game. Last night, he dropped 26, 9, and 7. And he claimed it was a bad game. Exactly. These two players are playing so good at the moment. And if you look at their stats on paper, it's something that I want to go through. But first things, we're going to get into all that. I just want to say this is how I usually do these MVP comparing videos. First things first, I want to look at their stats, see who has the better stats. Then I want to talk about their impact on their team, record-wise, and I'll get into all that. But first things first, you have to look at their stats. And the stats are a big thing. So if you look at Nikola Jokic's, who will start off, he's averaging 26 points per game. Then you look at Joel Embiid, he's averaging 28.9, so basically 29 points per game. So you have Joel Embiid averaging 29 and then Nikola Jokic averaging 26. That is a big thing. You seeing, Joel Embiid average more points, and if you go over and look at the minutes, Joel Embiid's only playing 32.9 minutes and Nikola Jokic is playing 33.2. So it's 0.3 minutes, it's not that many minutes away. I'm just saying, in general, Nikola Jokic is playing more minutes and averaging less points. But that does go to the assist department because Nikola Jokic is looking for his teammates more. You look at Nikola Jokic's assists per game, 7.6. You look at Joel Embiid's 4.3. So that just shows that Jokic likes getting his team involved more, and Joel Embiid is more of a prolific scorer than Nikola Jokic. So it's just a difference. And if you look at the field goal percentage, which I think is another big thing, you see that Joel Embiid will take more shots. He averages more points. So I feel like his field goal percentage is bound to be down. But ultimately, Nikola Jokic's field goal percentage is a 57.1 and Joel Embiid is a 49.7. So ultimately, I feel like Nikola Jokic kind of takes care of those big duties more, as I'll say Joel Embiid is not the average big man. He's more of a scoring type of big man. He's different. He gets to the free throw line a lot, while Joel Embiid is also a different big man with the playmaking. But if you want Joel Embiid going down the traditional big man line, he can do that. So I think ultimately on the stat department, I gotta give the winner Nikola Jokic. When you get into this department, you're talking about who has the bigger impact on their team. Me personally, I think the player who has the bigger impact on their team, as I'll put both of their standings up there, I feel like, okay, you look at the Philadelphia 76ers, they have a better record. But the East is very jam-packed. You look at the West, it's not as jam-packed, and Nikola Jokic's team is not, it just doesn't have that good of a record. But, okay, if you put it this way, who has the bigger impact on their team? It's not who has the better record, because, okay, obviously, the Philadelphia 76ers have the better team as of right now, even though both teams are relatively hurt. But I think that impact has to do with who means the most to their team. If you take off Joel Embiid from the Philadelphia 76ers, how good would they be? If you take off Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets, how good will they be? Ultimately, if you take both of these players away from their teams, they're both a bottom 12 seed, obviously. But ultimately, I think that Joel Embiid means more to his team than Nikola Jokic. And Carter, why would you say such a thing? I think it has a lot to do with Joel Embiid being the anchor of the offense going through him. I'll put it this way, Nikola Jokic creates the offense. He is the playmaker. He makes the plays. Everything goes down to Nikola Jokic and it goes through him. But without Embiid, for the Philadelphia 76ers, without Embiid doing what he does on offense, without him taking the ball, scoring, and drawing attention, these other guys wouldn't be getting shots that they get. Tyrese Maxey wouldn't be able to take it to the lane and get a layup. Danny Green won't be getting those open shots. You know what I mean? It's like, when you think about it, the offense kind of revolves around Embiid, just kind of how the offense revolves around Steph, even though Steph may not be as good of a playmaker, or Embiid may not be as good of a playmaker as Joe or Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic playmakes, but the offense doesn't. He's not the offense like Embiid is. So therefore, I feel like if you take Embiid off of the 76ers, the 76ers will be a lot more worse of a team than Nikola Jokic, because ultimately you can always go find another playmaker. And that sounds wrong. I'm not trying to bash Nikola Jokic or anything. His playmaking is superior to anybody at the big man position. I'm just saying, generally speaking, you can go find another playmaker more than you can go find a prolific scorer in a way, especially how much of a different scorer Joel Embiid is. But y'all know I'm a big time Jokic fan, so I'm not trying to bash anybody here. I'm just saying in general, I feel as though if you take Embiid off of the 76ers, the 76ers are going to be more of a worse team. Now with the last department, who deserves the MVP more? You go back to the stats. I got my handy-dandy stats here. Like I said, one's averaging 29 in Joel Embiid, one's averaging 26 points per game in Nikola Jokic. See the rebounds per game, Nikola Jokic 14, and then you look at Joel Embiid 10, almost 11. Then you look at the assists, Nikola Jokic over 7.5, so closer to 8 assists, and then you got Joel Embiid closer to 4 assists. Then the minutes, Joel Embiid's playing less minutes, Nikola Jokic's playing more, not by a lot. You look at the stats, man, Embiid just has better field goal percentage and three-point percentage, but Jokic is, Embiid has worse field goal percentage and three-point percentage, and then Jokic just has better. I keep getting these two mixed up. I don't know why I'm doing a video, and I can't even talk about who that's better. But the defensive side of the basketball is also a thing I didn't really talk about. Like I said, one averages 1.5 blocks in Joel Embiid, and one averages 0.8 blocks in Nikola Jokic. So Embiid is obviously the better defender. But when you talk about who is the better all-around player and who deserves the MVP as an all-around player, okay, I'm going to say this. Ultimately, who's the better player? Joel Embiid is not the better player. Nikola Jokic is the better player. But who deserves the NBA MVP this season? Joel Embiid. He's playing like, when you talk about the most valuable player to his team, like I said, he's most valuable to his team. So who is the NBA MVP? Joel Embiid. But who is the better player? Nikola Jokic. That's the end of the story. Case closed. That's where we're getting this video off, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys agree with what I'm saying. I still feel as though Nikola Jokic is a better player, but I feel as though Joel Embiid is the MVP in a way. Yeah, I feel like that just makes sense to me. But let's get this video off, man. I hope you guys enjoyed, man. Consider subscribing. It's completely free. You can always change your mind later. I enjoy doing videos like this, the comparing videos. So I really would appreciate a sub, man. I think we're at 150 subscribers. I think we lost one, so we're at 149. So whoever's trying to beat the 150 sub, you can do that. We're on the goal to 1,000 subscribers for the summer. Once we hit 1K in the summer, bro, I'm grinding. I'm going to be doing some schoolwork throughout the summer, and then I'll be, like, just grinding, posting videos every single day. So subscribe for that. We're on the road to 1K before the summer. No matter how unrealistic it sounds, we're doing it. And the sky's the limit for what we can do this year. And, yeah, that's going to be for me, man. I'll see y'all, man. Peace out, man.